Hello and welcome to the second episode of Drunk Ass Men Podcast. I'm Wesley, and right now I'm joined with Sam, of course.
What's up, everyone?
And our special guest, Michael Allen.
Howdy, howdy.
Alright, and today we have a couple topics to talk about. Last time was more uniform with like conventions and just nerdiness, but I think today let's start it out with the topic of what we're drinking tonight. I'm drinking 95% Everclear. 95% not proof. So, what are you drinking, Sam?
I am drinking some delicious Evan Williams, some Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
And what about you, Michael?
And I'm drinking, I got a nice, it's almost gone. It's a handle of Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum and Price Chopper brand root beer that tastes like shit.
Well, root beer tastes like shit anyways. I hate it.
Well, no, okay. That's where you're wrong, but, I'm not going to argue.
That's where you fucked up.
Are you drinking the 100 proof spiced rum or just the regular?
I think it's the regular. I don't know. 35%.
Oh, no.
We got a little baby with us today in the podcast.
Okay, both of you know how skinny I am. Well, Wes does.
Yeah.
Sam might not remember because
I think you and Sam are like almost the same body type.
I'm pretty skinny.
I'm like the lightest weight. I haven't eaten really all day, so
Oh, we made sure to eat before.
Yeah, no, he told me earlier that he isn't eating, so he's gonna get hella lit today.
Yeah, I'm gonna get hella lit. But the thing is, I made chicken fettuccine Alfredo for myself for lunch. And I've been cooking on that all day. Only it's not linguine that I used. I didn't use linguine. I used angel hair pasta. So it's just like...
Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
I love angel hair pasta.
Like, for whatever reason, it doesn't taste great. So I can only have like a plate at a time, and a plate doesn't fill me up. So I've been like kind of hungry all day. So we'll see how I am at the end of it, I guess.
Do you drink a lot, or not drink? Do you eat a lot of top ramen and shit like that, like the normal college student does?
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess I should say things about myself since I'm a guest, but
yeah.
I am a college student. To be completely honest, no. I'm going for our viewers and listeners and everything like that. I'm going to school in Massachusetts, the bright and sunny, the most bright and sunny place in America right now. And
is that a joke or is it actually bright and sunny?
I think it was bright and sunny today, but it was like cold-ish weather. Like it's fall, so we actually have fall here. But
God, I can't wait for it to get cold in Texas.
Top ramen or whatever. I don't eat a lot of the instant stuff. I've been trying to eat a little bit healthier, so when I want to get ramen, I go into Boston and I go to like ramen bars and stuff where they like cook the authentic shit.
Wait, there's such thing as ramen bars?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
okay, hold up. Like we need to rewind a little bit because you didn't know that there's like a quote unquote ramen bar.
I did not know those existed.
Yeah, in Japan, they're like you go.
I mean, outside of the United States, yeah.
Outside of Japan, you mean?
Outside Japan. I'm sorry, I'm already very drunk.
Well, that is the name of the show, I guess. But no, there's they're hard to come by. I think there are like two in Boston, and really they're not in like Boston. They're in Cambridge, which is I guess town. Everyone jokes that it's like a principality or something like that. I don't know.
To go to the ramen bar.
But yeah, I go to this ramen bar called Sapporo Ramen in Porter Square in Cambridge. Doing a nice little plug for them, so might contact them and get some money. Or
Hit them up!
Yeah, I go and get like the authentic shit when I want to eat ramen. It kind of ruined the packaged stuff for me that we get here. But I mean, I have a bike up here. When I want to get like something quick and easy, I ride my bike to like Walmart and.
God, you're a hipster.
Yeah, God, I am.
I think I've told you that many times.
Everyone's told me that. Yeah, I ride my bike to like Walmart.
Can you ride it without any handlebars?
I can't actually. Like, I get really. I have trust issues.
We're not laughing at you.
I'm laughing as well. I mean,
That was
I
funny.
have trust issues, so I can't like just let go and like trust the bike to be okay.
Oh, you're more worried about the bike.
Oh hell yeah! It's one of a kind. It's a prototype that my dad has.
Wait, is this thing like some kind of anime bicycle that can like transform and just
It's
talk
like
to
so
you?
fucking anime you wouldn't even believe.
I should have known. You're like the biggest weeb that I know.
Yeah.
Oh, are you? Oh, that's good to know.
I mean, but whenever I like go down on a girl, you know, I eat takimas.
You what?
I say itadakimasu before I eat that pussy. Oh, man.
Oh, this is great. This is
So
amazing.
this is like getting like.
We're gonna have you on more podcasts, Michael.
Hell yeah! I should be a regular. But well, shit. What was I even? Oh yeah, my bike. Friend of my dad's made the frame, and then my dad put it together, and it was like technically a prototype of something. I don't know if the bike ever like got made, like mass produced. I don't think it did because there are like a lot of design flaws in it that I noticed.
We get it. You got it before it was cool. I get it.
Yeah, it did. Because you know I'm such a hipster. So how have you been? How's everybody been? I'm talking a lot. I feel bad.
I mean, we're all right. What crazy, extravagant hobby or activity would you do if you won the lottery? I don't mean something smart or like a good way to spend your money. I mean something that like a guilty pleasure hobby, where you're just like, oh, I need to do this right now.
Oh, like me or Sam first?
Well, this is for everybody.
Probably like doing skydiving, like more.
You've already been skydiving.
No, but then I could do it all the time.
That's true.
Like, dude, like that
Jumping
was
out of plane.
that was so like it was the most terrifying and yet the coolest fucking thing I have ever done in my life.
I know. I really
Like,
wanna
I
go.
mean, there's nothing like standing out on like the edge of like this little. It's like a 2x4 platform, you know, with some dude strapped on behind you.
with this hard dick in your butt cheeks.
And then he's like we're gonna roll on 3, and then he goes 1, 2, and then you suddenly start to roll.
Oh, he fucks with
and
you.
you're just fucking falling, you know. But I mean, once
Jesus Christ.
like you only like you know you only feel like that feeling of oh my god, I'm falling for like a second, if even
Yeah.
that, and then the wind catches you, you know. So that was and if you do it 3 times, you know, you can do it by yourself. And clearly, if I won the lottery, I'd have my own damn plane. So I'd just jump out my own damn plane. It would be great. It would be great.
What about you, Michael?
I mean, well, first of all, just to comment on Sam's stuff, how are you okay with like jumping out of a plane? Like one of my greatest fears, like straight up, is just like falling from like heights.
Oh, you gotta like part of it's getting past your fears, like
Yeah.
standing above.
It's about grabbing your hard
Yeah.
dick and just like, I'm a man and I'm gonna jump out of
And
whatever
just
the
like-
fuck I want.
Just ripping the
like,
shit.
jerking off as you fall
Yeah,
out of the plane,
just
like,
just
yeah, I can
just
do
ripping
this.
the shit out of it and being like, let's go. You know, I mean, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like it was terrifying. Like, and then the pilot was fucking with me in the plane and everything. Oh my god! And because
Like-
you jump out of this little piece of shit Cessna, and when I mean piece of shit Cessna, I'm talking like the only thing keeping this plane together are like toothpicks and like little kids Elmer glue. You know, there's a cockpit, an engine, and then a back end. Like there aren't any seats. Like you're just kind of like in there. Like I hope we don't die today. You know. But you gotta
No,
get.
that's why you're able to jump out so because you're like, I need to get the fuck out of this plane before we crash. I'm the only one with a parachute. I
But
believe.
once you do it, I mean, unless you are just a complete pussy, once you do it, like you won't regret it. You know, like it is amazing. Like
I
just
think-
seeing the world from an unbridled point of view. You
I
know.
think when I'm flying home from Mass, I like look out the window. I'm like, man, I'm so glad I'm in a plane and not falling out of the sky right now.
But you have a parachute, you know, and it's not the falling that kills you; it's the stopping.
Yeah, that's right.
I die of a
Unless
heart
you subscribe to the theory that your brain is just so powerful that it can, that split second of death, it can save you, like, or in its own way, like, save you from dying by making that one instant last an eternity.
attack. See, what you do is, well, I think that would be hell, but going to what I was going to say, I think that in a perfect world where I wasn't ashamed of things, I'd probably spend all my money on prostitutes. I mean, like, come on. But
okay, they would. Please tell me they're not like street urchin, like $2, like me sucky good $5.
Like
You would get like the real ones, like in Las Vegas or something.
I think it would really depend.
Oh no! Don't mix and match.
No, like I like to. I mean, okay, this is how I operate with money because I never have money. I'd probably put most of it towards my art. I'm an art student, so
yeah, that's something we share, Michael. Is just our love for drawing and animating.
I have trouble drawing stick figures, so...
Drawing some of them.
No, honestly, anyone can draw well if they practice long enough.
Exactly. But going back to my prostitute suggestion.
Back to the prostitutes.
So being an art student, like this past weekend, after trying super hard not to spend money on anything but like this giant handle of Captain Morgan's that's sitting next to me that's almost gone now. But besides spending money on anything, I save up for projects. So one of my recent projects was modding. I mean, I'm still in the process of it, but modding a GameCube. So I bought like a new GameCube.
You've shown me pictures.
Yeah, I bought a GameCube and I bought probably close to $80 worth of spray paint. So that cost me $120 approximately in total. And that's like a small scale project. So I would say like if I'm feeling like small scale, I'd probably go like, for the like street urchin hookers. If I'm feeling like I want to have a really fucking good time tonight, I'd probably just like buy out Las Vegas and like...
Oh, like kick everyone out and be like, this is my city.
Yeah, I wouldn't, like, first, it'd be physically impossible for me to,
you would have to be like Donald Trump rich.
It would be physically impossible for me to have sex with anybody, or with everyone. But I would definitely put my penis inside of every single hooker in Las Vegas. At least once.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's a good thing to shoot for, Michael.
like life goals. That's on my bucket list. That and having sex in a mall like Unix bathroom, where like the family bathrooms. I want to have sex in one of those. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Oh my god, these guys are a riot.
My extravagant hobby is, it just sounds so fucking boring compared to yours, but all that's coming to mind is if I had all the money in the world, I would probably spend a good fucking chunk of it buying comics. Like any fucking comic that I have ever wanted, I would just buy it on the spot.
I want to change
comics and sweet fucking figures like Kotobukias and play arts and everything.
Yeah,
I would buy every single one.
Well, I didn't want to say that because that's sort of I already do that. I already.
No, I do, but like it's very seldom. Like I'm like, oh shit, I have enough money. Like I don't have any bills.
Yeah, if I could
this is all free money.
If I could buy all the play arts, I would be like, I want them all.
I wouldn't buy all the play arts.
Yes.
I would only buy the ones that I actually wanted.
Well, the ones that
I'm interested in.
Oh wait, no, I thought of something better than like play arts, Figma. Like I thought of something better than any of those. Something that's like even more rare than those.
Oh, I don't know, bro.
Spend money on. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Amiibos.
Amiibos? I've never given a fuck about Amiibos.
I have
no.
I have two, four. I have.
You have like Mega Man, Samus, Toon Link, Pikachu.
Okay.
And then Zelda, Sheik, and Link.
Yeah.
First of all, fuck Pikachu. Pikachu's a fuckboy. But straight up though, like you like walk into GameStop. You walk into any game store. I don't care what it is. If it carries Amiibos, it only has like the fuckboy ones, like Mario.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Alex, they're the ones that came out like the first set.
Here's I got a question for us. What is your crowning video game achievement?
Oh, really? That's a good one.
Yeah. Do you have?
My crowning video game achievement, like the most, like when I was playing a video game, the most I was very proud of myself.
Yeah, like what was like you at your best, And
Okay.
I mean we can let's.
I need to think for a second.
Yeah, we can differentiate it because I mean I would say best like online. You know, because I mean,
like not like solo platform.
Yeah. No, I would say like online that's like either connected to a leaderboard or a really good online game you played or something. Because I mean, with single player, like that kind of that's
like
kind
everyone
of,
can do
that's
that.
kind of arbitrary. Like
Okay.
I would say like, what is your crowning online video game?
All right.
Do you have one, Mike?
I think I have one.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like two.
That's fine.
Because they like me equally. I'll start out with the like older one, I guess. So my friend and I would roll in Halo 3 multiplayer, which was like hands down some of the best multiplayer ever created, right?
I've got this.
And he would always get in the Warthog as the driver, and I would always be the gunner. One time this was like 100% luck, by the way. Like the fact that it's as badass as it is wasn't up to us. We're driving around on Valhalla, and there's a dude in a Banshee shooting at us, right? So we park on top of that hill in the middle. You know what I'm talking about? You guys played Halo 3 a lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hopefully.
No, I'm a Sony guy. Fuck Microsoft.
Get out now.
Go ahead.
So we pull over, and unknowingly we are over a fusion coil, right? So this guy's shooting at us. He shoots a bomb at us. It hits us and also hits the fusion coil.
Wait, haven't I seen this video?
You have seen this
Yes,
video.
I know this.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. So it hits the fusion coil. We get launched into the air and are doing barrel rolls. I'm still shooting at the Banshee. We blow that fucker up, land on all four wheels, and drive the fuck away.
That was amazing when I saw that. I remember just freaking the fuck out when you showed me that.
Like it was like the coolest thing ever. And basically, as soon as that ended, we got out of matchmaking. My friend went and saved the video and like cut it down and made sure that it was amazing, like awesome as shit. Because I mean, it was hard to make it not awesome as shit, but.
Have you ever posted it online?
Yeah,
I'm sure you could post that or something.
Yeah, we'll see if we can upload that vid. Yeah.
I know. Ah, shit, I don't have my Xbox with me, though. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
I have the hard drive. I'll find someone with an Xbox or something. I'll see if we can do something about it.
I'll do mine. The thing is like I don't really play a lot of online games. Like most of the games, like I'm a big fan of RPGs and single-player story games and stuff like that. So I never really play online except for, what was it? It was when Soul Calibur 4 came out. So this would be a couple years ago. I think around 2000 the 2008 period or whatever. Right before Soul Calibur 4 came out, I think I owned an Xbox at the time. I've always been a Sony person. I've always had a Sony console, but I think at the time I just had an Xbox. I don't remember why I got it or how.
Everybody had an Xbox 360.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it wasn't an Xbox. Yeah, it was an Xbox 360.
Was a great console.
But
it was a very good console.
Anyway, so right before Soul Calibur 4 came out, they re-released Soul Calibur 1, and during that point in time, I was able to get to, I think it was 14th in the world with Mitsurugi.
Nice.
Yeah, before Soul Calibur 4 hit, and they cut off the leaderboard. And then for a while there, like at the very beginning of...
Wait, they cut out the leaderboard as soon as the next game came out?
As soon as the next game, because all it was like a lead up into the next one. I mean,
yeah, like a hype thing.
People would still want to play the third one.
But it was, I mean, the leaderboard still existed, but it didn't
matter.
It had no weight or whatever,
okay,
you know. And so once Soul Calibur 4 came out, like I was decent, you know. I was in the 200s or whatever with Nightmare for like 2 weeks, and then I stopped playing. And then, you know, I come back like a month later, and I'm like 32,000, you know.
Oh,
so I guess my crowning,
big blow to the ego.
Yeah, I never really cared, but my crowning achievement would be that for a very brief amount of time, I was the 14th best player of Soul Calibur on the Xbox 360 in the world.
You were the best around.
Like,
Nothing's ever gonna keep it down. You're the best.
Like, I don't know if you guys can hear this. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm applauding you, Sam. Like, that's amazing. Like.
Okay, I guess it's my turn now.
Yes.
I have never really been the person to ever crack like leaderboards. I've never been like the best PvP player in World of Warcraft or anything like that. but I try to be. I guess what I'm most proud of, I guess it was recently. Have you ever played Rocket League?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was
We
my
talked about
first
playing-
1v1 match, and those Michael can probably attest to this. They're very hard, aren't they, Michael?
Yeah. No, they're hard.
I mean, I've only done 3v3, but even those, like, even when you have a team, if you're not, like, with it, it can be really
Yeah,
challenging.
1v1 is a whole different game than
Yeah, I
like
can
3v3 or
You're
whatever.
playing the whole field.
Okay, so the story is this guy is like he's fucking me over. Like right at one point he's almost like it's 3-0. You know, and then all of a sudden, you know, I get one goal and then I get another. And
Oh,
then
wow.
and then I tie it with him, and then he gets 4, you know, he gets another goal, so he's 4-3.
Yeah.
And then I match him, and then I get 5, but then he gets 5 and then 6, you know? So I'll pass him up, and then he'll match me, and then go 1 ahead.
Yeah.
And it ends up, you know, me beating him, you know, 8-7, and it was just the most intense match I can ever remember playing in any video game ever.
Yeah. Did you win?
Yeah, I did. I won like 8-7. I'd won on him.
Proud of you, son.
Thank you, senpai.
Get out of here, you fucking weeb.
If anyone, you're the weeb, okay?
Oh yeah, no, I'm missing anime club for this.
Wait, you're in an anime club?
Yeah, no, my friend, actually my roommate, actually started an anime club our freshman year.
Is it anything like the anime club from the Gun Show comics?
I want to say no, but I don't know. I'm sort of on the inside looking in, so
Thank you, senpai.
I feel like if someone looked from the outside in, it would be a completely different story. It's really funny because, I mean, everyone knows how anime fans are.
Okay, new new
Man, I was like wanting to talk about what anime that I watch now.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, you ruined it.
Go ahead.
You ruined our segue.
Well, I can actually do a pretty convincing air horn noise. So once I'm done talking, we can I'll do the air horn noise and then we'll.
It better be fucking
segue.
amazing.
It's pretty good, in my opinion. But the anime that I watch now, you know, all that's the shonen genre. I watch a lot of. I don't even know what genre it is. It's like for older audiences.
Yeah,
I watch,
I know.
one that I'm going through right now. Parasite.
Yeah, no, I've heard that's really good.
Parasite is fucking amazing. If you haven't watched it yet, please watch it. One that I watched over the summer, Yowamushi Pedal, or Yowa Pedal. It's a cycling anime. I'm really into bikes and cycling. I worked at a bike shop. I, watched the Tour de France. I was sort of raised on it, so that was a really good one for me. And then probably one of my all-time favorite anime is, and this is excluding some of the comedy ones that I watch because I watch mostly comedies. Magical Girl Madoka.
What's
It's
that?
it's God, I don't know how to describe it. It's a magical girl show that takes to your brain and literally.
Is there a lot of quote unquote plot in that anime?
Oh, there's so much plot. Watching it for the first time is completely different from watching it for the second time, because you watch it the first time, and at the end of it, you're like, oh shit, I had no idea what was going on.
I get it. The first time you watch it with your penis. The second time you watch it with your eyes.
No. The first time you watch it, you're watching it and you're like, fuck. Because episode 3, you watch the first 2 episodes and you're like, oh, this is Sailor Moon-esque, very magical girl type show. Third episode, it's this is nothing like Sailor Moon. Fuck, what did I get myself into?
What have I done?
This is some Attack on Titan serious horror shit now.
Okay, don't talk about Tiki Taki Titans, because I have opinions about that would probably make your show
so many people that really love
they ride
that,
Attack on
that
Titan's dick so hard.
No.
Many people do.
No, yeah, but people that are really hard on anime, a lot of people I don't necessarily find Attack on Titan that great. I don't think it's that great.
Yeah, it was good
I don't
up
think.
until they became like teenagers and like the whole like, oh, I'm a Titan. I can transform into a Titan.
Go Power
Yeah,
Rangers!
They should have fucking nixed that whole idea.
Good until Aaron was like, oh, fuck, like, I died, but I didn't actually.
Yeah. I wish Aaron would have died.
Yeah, no.
He
I
should
wish
have stayed
that
dead.
Aaron would have died, and then Coconut Head. I can't even remember his name. Fucking Coconut.
Armin.
Yeah, Armin.
Armin Hammer.
The
fucking bacon
I
soup.
wish Armin Hammer became the new protagonist. That would have been
Mr.
amazing.
Clean.
But Madoka, or Puella Magi Madoka Magica, is one of the best stories told. It's a sort of a retelling of the Faust tale.
What the fuck is
And
that?
for those of you that don't know, whether it's you guys that are quote unquote here with me now, or those of you listening, the Faust tale is this dude wants like ultimate knowledge and ultimate power, so he sells
That's
his
what
soul
you.
to the
That's
devil
your
to get it.
That's your superpowers that you would have, Sam.
Yeah.
So he sells his soul to the devil to get this, but then there's like a catch. There's a hook
There's
because
always
it's
a catch.
Satan.
That's why I would tell the genie not to fuck with me.
Exactly.
Just give me
No
whatever I want.
tomfoolery and no dickery.
Tell the genie tell Satan not to fuck with you, and he'll do it.
Okay, new topic. Who is the strongest anime character excluding Goku? Because obviously Goku is the strongest character, and everybody's always gonna say Goku. So fuck Goku. Who besides Goku is the strongest character?
Goku isn't though.
Yes, he is. Shut your ugly mouth.
No, fuck, I can't remember the name of the mech. But it's,
Are you talking about Gundam?
No, it's not Gundam.
Goku would fuck a Gundam. Okay.
Shit, what's it called? But basically, it's a whole bunch of different robots that can like combine, and they
Oh, like
And-
Voltron.
accumulate matter into their being. So there's like one where they destroy, like in order to destroy a planet, they straight up like just actually this might not even be the strongest one, but to destroy a planet, they combine around it, and then the planet becomes part of the like big robot.
So they eat the planet.
Essentially, yeah, they like absorb the planet's matter. I can't remember the name of the robot. And then I would say number 2, I think it's is it Killer Queen? It's either Killer Queen or King Crimson from JoJo. It's a stand, and it can stop events from happening before it happens. Like to the point where people try to figure out.
So it has ultimate knowledge.
And the author just straight up says, "Stop trying to figure it out. It just works. Like shut up."
It happens because.
Yeah, essentially, like if you shoot a gun at the person, the stand just like straight up like stops, like for whatever reason, like it knows that you're gonna stop or shoot at this guy. It stops that from even occurring ever. So I would say that. So like if Goku runs up to this guy and tries to punch him in the face, it just stops that from happening.
What about you, Sam? Do you have any in mind?
Well, in terms of like power, because power could mean many. I mean, because it wouldn't be the first time that like raw power defeated a technique like the ones.
There's different strengths.
Like the ones that you just stated. Like it wouldn't be unheard of for like raw, or like a different type of power to overpower the ones that you're talking about. But my own personal, I'll give you 2 of them, and it's because it's powerful like anime characters would be Inuyasha and
I knew you were gonna fucking say Inuyasha.
It would be Inuyasha, and it would be
Inuyasha could suck a dick.
and Hogyoku Aizen, so like butterflies is what we like to call them. So no, don't be hating on Inuyasha. Like goddamn, these people always
He's my boo.
like
I don't know anything about.
Or maybe
I can't
even Yusuke Urameshi. He's really
What?
no, Yusuke's really strong
Yusuke
too,
has-
because Yusuke has a knack of like fucking like stopping like just being like, oh, I don't know how to beat this dude, I'm gonna accidentally beat this dude. You know, like he has a knack for.
He has a latent power that he hasn't gotten a hold of yet.
For beating enemies unconventionally. And I mean, when you think about it, like Inuyasha went from being just like this weak piece of shit to like the most powerful fucking demon.
I never finished Yu Yu Hakusho.
In the entire fucking, and then of course you have fucking Butterflies and who. He wasn't even. All he did was.
Okay, let me go to mine. My.
Oh, so mine's not good enough to even
all
stop
of yours.
on and talk about for
You
a
just
second?
finished.
Whatever.
Okay, no. Please
let
continue,
me
Sam.
tell you mine because mine will win.
No, you already said yours.
No, what? No, I'm quoting Wes.
What?
I'm saying that is what Wes is implying right now.
Thank you.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead. Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, I believe. Now hold on, buckle your seatbelts because you're not gonna believe this, but I believe that the strongest anime character is Light from Death Note.
Oh shit!
Because all he needs is a fucking name, and he can kill you within 40 seconds. That's all he needs.
Just fucking right.
And even if he dies, all he has to do is write your name in the notebook, and you die.
Oh, and the Bleach characters are fucked because they give off their like, hey, my name
because
is
that's,
blankety blankety.
That's the thing about animes. Animes have a thing with every main protagonist has a severe pride issue.
Yeah, let me tell you my attack.
So of course they're gonna
it.
tell you their name and their whole fucking life story, and Light's just sitting there like, all right, thank you very much. Here's your name. So and so will die of being like a fucking collapsed anus. So there you go.
Hold on, I have to use the bathroom like really bad, but
Okay, I do as well.
Yeah, we can.
Let's take a break for right now.
I have like another like anime character though.
Okay.
You don't have.
All right.
You don't have to pause it. No. Hey, we're gonna end this call and we'll call you back here in a few minutes.
Okay, totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Yep.
I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna see.
Goddamn, how do you open this door? This is what I had a problem with David.
You
have to be like really gentle.
You gotta push in and pull out.
Like a tiny bottle.
Like this. Push in, pull out. We're not on air right now. Well, we're never on air. Everything we say can be edited out.
Yeah.
Cool. Wesley, that's the secret call. Okay, if there's ever an incident into where you need to leave on my Legos, on my Legos.
Legos can be rebuilt.
On my Legos. Anyway, if there's
It's fine.
if there's ever an incident upon where you need to leave the city, right?
What?
Yeah, no, it would probably be easier for you to come here and then for like, okay, zombie apocalypse, right? Go to.
Are you talking about the podcast?
No. I'm talking between you and I. Like, if there is ever an incident upon where like something happens,
like a secret code,
and we have to leave the city.
That's so obvious.
No. It's where we're going. No. It's you go to Sean's house. Do you know where Sean's house is?
No, I've never been to Sean's house.
Then you come here, and then we'll go to Sean's. But when we're outside of Sean's, everybody knows it's what the little bird is from fucking Zelda. It's a cuckoo, right? Cuckoo.
Okay, so cuckoo.
Yeah, cuckoo. Yeah.
So that is the universal help me.
No. You have to be outside of Sean's, and you have to make that call before you walk up, or you will get shot.
I will never be in that situation.
No, I'm saying if there is ever an incident upon where, like nuclear warfare, anything upon where we
So
need...
if there's any sort of apocalyptic...
Yeah, apocalyptic event.
And I just somehow be at Sean's.
No. Come here, and if we aren't gone yet, come to Sean's.
This all depends on whether or not... Because this is a good topic. If there's a zombie apocalypse, what do you do about... Like, say for me, example, I have like a mother and two sisters. They're not gonna fend well for themselves.
You bring them with you. No. At Sean's, we have our own food. We can make our own bullets. Etc.
He has a fucking like a blacksmith forgery.
No. His dad has a press.
Okay.
Like this has already been discussed in length.
Goddamn.
Like if there's ever an incident,
Carolyn's just like, I just want my
we
shot.
take the back end of Lakeshore. We take Lakeshore all the way down to not like right before 35, the New Dallas Highway.
Yeah.
Like the road right before 35 when you go down Lakeshore. Okay, you take a left there and you go all the way down that until it hits the road to where you go to TSTC, whatever that name is, right? And when you go down the road, if you turn and you look, you can see, you know, where the 35, like you go into Elmont, right? And you can see where the
I've never
35
been over
overpass, and you cross and you just go to TSTC, right? And then follow behind TSTC Masonic Road all the way down. So you go
They have
down.
their own fucking road?
And you go this way, and then you go that way, and then you go
Pieces of
this
shit.
way, and then you go that way, and it's on the left. It's a big white house.
Hopefully, when this happens, we still have cell phone coverage.
So I can be like, come
call you
here.
and ask you for
No,
directions.
I have to tell you to come here so we can go because we have to move at the cover of night. Or I would come and get you, but that would be troublesome. It would be better if you could come
It
here.
would be best if I went to your place.
If you came here and then we.
I would rather have. I
would probably give you like.
That way we'd have 2 cars.
I would rather depend on myself than depend on someone else.
We probably couldn't use
during
6
an
cars.
apocalyptic situation.
Yeah, well,
No, our car.
we probably couldn't use cars. We'd probably have to walk.
Why can't we use cars?
Because like the roads would be so blocked. Like
on
you
your
have to,
fucking truck, you could just go over like all the terrain.
I would give you like if something happened, I would probably give you 6 hours to get here, and then after
6 hours from what?
from the
Time I'll help
Like
you.
the time that the news channels
everybody-
say,
yeah.
"Hey, shit's fucked."
yeah like GTFO, let's bounce, you know, to here. So if something happened, say something happened midday, you know, and it was on the news.
What if I'm at work?
You would get home.
Okay.
You know, I would probably give you until daybreak of the next day to get here.
Okay.
And then
That's
we would.
a long time.
No, but that would give him enough time to get
Yeah,
here.
because I usually get off at 6.
And then, but you would be able. If something happened, you'd be able to leave. Clearly.
If there's like some news reporters like, yeah, people are.
Let me call
It seems like they're not dying and they're biting people. I'm like, well, I know exactly what's happening. Goodbye.
You're like, I'm done.
I'm going to Sam's.
Here you go. I'll give. Oh no, this is hers. I will.
Yeah,
give
you're
you,
Batman.
I will give you the correct instructions to get to Sean's from the back way, so that you know how to get there. And whenever you got there, you would understand what I meant, because I'm sure that you wouldn't walk on the road. You would walk on the other side of the fence in the wooded area of the road. And there's
If I was walking.
there's a barbed wire fence that goes all the way around. Or, you know, if you got there, I'm sure you would either yell at if you're in your car.
So basically, if there's ever an emergency situation where I'm somehow at Sean's, just scream caw before I enter.
Cuckoo!
Because you don't want to be shot.
So Sean knows this. Word.
Yes, no, we are all well aware of the plan.
Okay.
All of us are well aware of the plan.
Don't forget.
I won't forget. Wait, well, oh yeah, we were gonna do the strongest anime. No, we already.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up? Okay. We're about like 2 levels more drunk than we were when we were talking to you.
Oh, that's good to hear, because, like, the longer I'm just, like, sitting around, the less I can feel my body.
We forgot that you were probably just sitting around. That's our mistake.
Well, no, I'm, like, sitting around, and I'm, like I said at, like, the beginning of the show, I'm a fucking lightweight. So
It's because you have,
the
like,
longer I sit
0
around,
body
I'm
mass
like,
at all.
Whoa.
And you're like, no offense to you at all, but you're a young drinker. You learn.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a wee baba.
Yeah, you learn with age, like how to
yeah.
drink and how to hold your drinks and all that good stuff.
Yeah, no.
Okay, wait. The last subject we had, the who is the strongest anime character? Who said what? Like, who of us answered the question?
We all answered.
We all did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a new topic. Okay.
I mean, we can talk about video games.
I mean,
That's the thing.
we on our last podcast we touched a lot on video games.
You
So let's
touched
kind
on
of keep
Metal
it.
Gear.
No, we
Oh, we
talked
already
so
talked-
much
we already
about
talked about
Metal
Metal
Gear.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
talked a lot about Metal Gear.
Sorry.
I've been playing other games.
Okay,
Hey.
hold on. I have a topic. Hold on, let me find one.
Okay.
All right, I'm about to start recording.
Holy shit, my roommate just showed up, and like I saw him in my TV reflection, and I fucking
No, you never stopped
got
recording.
scared as shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you have to edit all
This
this
is a
out.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's going.
Hi, Michael's roommate.
What's up,
Oh,
dude?
hold on. I can't. Let me unplug my headphones. You guys can talk now. Hello.
What's up,
Hello. Wait, Michael, you actually sound a lot better without your headphones.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh wait,
Oh,
no.
no, you
There's
can-
an echo.
dude? Yeah, you can hear the reverb through your speakers.
well, I just turned up the volume all the way. So, how about now?
Keep going.
Wait, I don't hear myself at all.
Yeah, keep going, dude.
Down a little bit more.
Yeah.
No, no. Keep talking.
La la.
That's better.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah. This is good.
Yeah.
From now on,
Shit.
do whatever you're doing.
I can, hold on, let me play with, some shit in the Skype settings. Because I want to, leave you guys.
Did you know that my headphones can actually act as microphones?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. They're fucking horrible, and you never want to use them, but they can if you're ever in dire need. You have to go.
Okay, hold on. Sound okay?
Yeah, that
that's
sounds.
way- yeah,
that
that's
sounds
way
infinitely better.
Yeah.
Dang, I spent my parents spent because it was a gift, but I spent so much money on those, and I mean, I've been wanting to get a new headset anyway, so.
What are you using?
This is my normal laptop right now.
Oh my god, the microphone is so much better.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now you know, and that's Mike's super short show.
Yo, someone was referencing that the other day, and I couldn't remember for the life of me. Why? Was it an animated thing?
No, it was a fucking thing on the Disney Channel.
No, I remember that, and I can't recall what it looked like. I remember the name, but I don't remember anything else.
It was some Disney Channel bump, where
Yeah.
it was just two kids, brother and sister, and they had their own fucking
Mike,
small 5-minute talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of entertaining when I was a younger kid. Honestly, I was too old to be watching the show, but I was a little faggot.
Have you seen the new? Did you ever watch Zoe 101?
No.
Oh, well then never mind.
I can gladly say I never watched Zoe 101.
Never mind.
No. Have you ever watched Zoe 101? No.
Y'all are a bunch of faggots.
Are you talking about the kind of the small thing they had where
Yeah.
they read whatever Zoe some bullshit?
Y'all don't even know. Y'all just shut your mouths. You don't even
My
know.
little 8-year-old stepsister watches Zoe 101.
Well, you know what? When it came out, I was fucking 16. I was all angsty, and
we were
I
all
liked
angsty,
it.
but we all steered away from Zoe 101.
No, y'all don't. I'm
By
four.
the
No,
time I got
no.
to my teenage
I'm
stage,
4 years.
I was already Zoe 101 had already.
Yeah, no, I'm 4 years older than you. That's a big,
Yeah, exactly.
that's a big fucking gap.
That
4
is.
and 2 is.
You don't understand the amount of silver pubes that Sam has, okay?
Silver tube.
Oh my god.
Can you count them for me?
Let's see. 1, 2,
I
10.
I actually counted a silver beard hair today. I was like, oh
Hey man.
Did you pluck it?
no! Yeah!
Don't.
You're not supposed to pluck it because then 2 come in its place.
It's not the fucking monster from Hellboy 2 or whatever it was, where as soon as one died, 2 came out.
That's a Hydra.
Whatever.
Okay, go to your next topic.
Okay. Back on topic. Let's talk about paranormal experiences. The best scary, just unexplainable paranormal experience that you've ever had. I'll go first because I already have it in mind.
Wait, hold on. Have we been recording this whole time?
Yes.
But we can.
Oh shit.
We can.
I'm gonna edit it.
No, we can edit.
Don't worry.
It's not
I'm going to edit out all the bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. My
Cool.
story is, it was actually right after the first podcast for Drunk Ass Men podcast. I was at my place, severely hungover. I had about an hour.
Like when you left my house, yeah.
I had about an hour until work. I'm laying down on my couch in my living room,
Like,
and I'm just like,
God, I'm gonna die.
Why
did I do that?
I'm just spacing out, like hoping that I can rest a little bit, maybe become a little bit less hungover. Okay, I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, clear as day, clear as anything, I hear a whisper in my, like, point blank in my ear, pull on my hair. That's when I fucking hear someone whisper in my ear.
I feel like that's not a bad thing to hear, though.
Exactly. It only scared me because I had no idea where it came from. But I'm like, okay, are you hot? I'll do whatever you want. But I'm just like, it freaked me the fuck out. I immediately just collected myself, stood up. I'm like, all right, it's time to go to work, even though there's 20 minutes until the store opens. I'm just going to leave right now.
Okay, so my paranormal experience would be when I was at my buddy's house, and he lives out in the country, out in the middle of nowhere, in this old ass fucking house. Like the fireplace is the original part of the house, which is originally from like 1860. You know,
oh, wow.
So from an old fucking house.
That's an old ass house, nigga.
Right. Okay, so I have two occasions upon which, well, and then really there were two occasions in which things happened, but the general feel of when I walk into my friend's house is like there is something here in the fireplace that is gonna fuck with me. Anyway.
Wait, you felt it in
yeah,
the fireplace?
No. I no. Okay, so the very first time was when I was younger. I was probably 17, 18, whatever. It was one of the first times. No, so I was probably 17. It was one of the first times that I had stayed at my friend's house. So this was like 9 years ago, right? So but the fear lasts till this day. Like I'm talking about Ricky. Like my BFF, my best friend forever. Like
My nigga.
Anyway, so I was staying in his house. It was like one of the first times that I was staying in his house, and I sleep in the room that is across from his, and he lives on a...
This is at Sean's house, right?
No, this is at Ricky's.
Oh, okay.
Like, he lives on a big-ass chunk of land. His house is a big old ranch house, right?
Nice.
So at one end of the house, there's like 3 rooms, and then there's a long fucking hallway, and then a big-ass living room, and then a kitchen, and then another long-ass hallway. Like, it's just how ranch, style houses are done. So I was staying in what at one point in time had been his brother's room, and his brother, like, ever since they had moved in there, they had always talked about, like, seeing shit or shit falling from the fucking display cases, or weird stuff going on.
Right.
So I've always seen myself as being able to kind of like I kind of have like a foot in the other world, if you know what I'm saying. Like, not to be like mystical.
Nigga, is you telling me that you can talk to ghosts?
or anything like that.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
I feel like I've always been kind of connected to this other world. So I was laying in his brother's like old bed, in the room that was supposed to be like the most haunted out of all of these rooms. And I'm laying there and I am just like literally like crushed. Like a physical feeling of fear.
Was this after
like,
you had woken up from a
dream? No. I could not go to sleep. Like, this was a physical...
This is pre-sleep.
Yeah, this was as soon as I go in there, like a physical...
Because I was about to say that was sleep paralysis.
No, I've experienced sleep paralysis. Like, this was a physical, very real, very imminent fear. Like, it was and it was coming, like, from a very particular direction.
I've had those before.
I knew where the fear was coming from. Yeah. And I laid there for for what felt like hours, just being so terrified. Like, and it was a very primal, I feel it to my bones, like, I know that something is here. And I mean, you know, at this point in time, my eyes had acclimated to like, you know, the darkness and stuff. So I could see everything around me, you know, but there was just like this feeling, like this indomitable fucking fear that was just sitting on top of me. And so from, you know, I ended up surviving the night. I ended up running into my fucking friend's bedroom, laying on the floor and being like, never again. And to this day, nearly a decade later, I refuse to go into his bedroom. Like, no thank you, I am fucking fine. Something is going on in there.
Shit.
And then
That's really similar to mine.
the second part of that would be, I was in his house a couple years later. I was a little older, you know. I had kind of come to the understanding that there are certain things that happen in this world that we don't necessarily understand. And lo and behold, as I'm laying there just minding my own damn business, I hear a thump, 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 thump. And it's
You mean like footsteps?
like, this is a loud, like, very deliberate running from rafter to rafter fucking footstep.
Like they
And
were
it,
long
yeah,
jumps.
no, it runs from the very end of the house, like I can hear it, and I'm a relatively light sleeper, you know, compared to my wife. She wakes up on a drop of a dime, but I mean, comparatively, you know, I'm a relatively light sleeper to my friend, who, he's in the military. He could sleep through a fucking bombardment and not even know it, but so I hear like these thumps, you know, coming. You know, and it's a very directional, like, I hear them getting closer and closer and closer, and then they stop, and then they take a deliberate turn to the right into his bedroom.
Oh, so you felt the exact direction.
They run into the bedroom, move around the rafters, like, stomp, stomp, stomp around the rafters.
In a circle.
And then go out, and then back down the fucking hall. And
That's fucking scary.
I was like, dude, wake up.
Man, that's some motherfucking paranormal
like, do you
shit.
fucking hear this shit? And he wakes up and he's like, nah, Sam, just go back to sleep.
No, that's just
And the
Betsy.
thing is
Don't worry
that
about her.
like he had lived in the house so long that he had, like, accepted, like,
He
what
got used to it.
whatever is there, you know. And I'm a very, very much a believer that, you know, certain places have a feeling, like, whatever was there, he accepted and he moved past. So it, like, he basically told whatever was there, don't fuck with me, I'm done with you. And it did that. And then whenever, you know, I did that later on, whenever it was like, okay, I'm done, please do not fuck with me anymore. From that day on, and it's been probably 4 or 5 years since that happened, nothing has happened.
No.
Like, so once you tell whatever is fucking with you to knock it the fuck off, it'll stop. You know?
That's crazy, man.
Wait, hold on, Michael. That shows that whatever force was behind those noises isn't like, just a
malicious.
Yeah,
I feel
just
like
anger. It wasn't a poltergeist.
But
poltergeist means noisy.
But
ghost.
however,
it was that.
But see, I think there's a difference. I think there's a difference from what was in the rafters that night to what I felt in the room across the way.
You felt like it was
because
two different things?
There was a very I heard it and I was scared, but nothing will ever match that. Just primal, like, and I can't articulate enough the very essence of fear.
It's an experience you have to have.
Yeah, the very essence of fear and frightenment, and I mean, I'm a fucking, you know, I'm a dude, you know, like
I'm a fucking dude.
You know,
with a big
like,
fat dick.
I don't get scared of, you know, like, I like horror movies, things like that. That experience truly frightened me.
Right.
Like, I was very much afraid. because I could feel it in like that place in between your heart and your lungs, like that place in the
I know
middle.
Exactly.
Like
what you're talking about.
I could feel it in my soul.
That's where your body centers all its fear.
Like I could feel it in my soul. Like I knew that whatever was there.
You could feel it in your chakra.
Like it felt like just like a crushing, like just like hand reaching down and just like squeezing the essence of who you are. It was truly frightening. Like I was afraid, you know.
Okay, you.
All right, Michael. What about you?
Okay. Oh, I'm hearing a bit of an echo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, a good thing is it's only on your computer, not ours.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So the podcast is okay.
Okay. My paranormal experience was at my grandmother's house, and it was very similar to Sam's. Like when I was like really little, and this was going on, and my cousin was always at my grandma's house. So when I would go and visit her, I'd hang out with him and everything. Then at night, we would sleep in her bed. And she had this like huge ass bed. It was like super comfy and everything. But it was like when I was like still young, but like sort of starting to get to the point where I was like, man, I don't want to be like spooning up against my grandma and my cousin. Like that's a weird thing.
No, I understand that.
Yeah. So I went into one of the other bedrooms that was there. She had 2 other bedrooms. Because both my uncles, like my dad never lived in that house, but both my uncles did because they were younger than my dad. And I went to one of the other rooms. This room was, first of all, it's creepy as fuck because she collected dolls.
That is just fucking terrifying.
Oh no, the dolls.
By itself.
Yeah, fuck the dolls.
By itself, dolls
a
are
glass
terrifying.
doll. And she had a good reason. When she was a kid, her family was poor. She didn't have a lot of money. So when she got older and moved to the States, she's from Panama. When she moved to the States, and my grandfather, was able to give her money, and she had a job and all of those things. She had enough money to spend. She would go to garage sales a lot, and she would buy dolls, like glass dolls. So first of all, that room was already creepy, and because that's where she kept all of the glass dolls. But the bed was comfy as shit. So little tiny Michael was like, "Yo, I'm gonna sleep in this fucking bed. This is comfy as shit. I don't care how creepy it is." This was the last time I slept in that bed. And here's why. So I'm asleep. There's a clock over on the sort of like nightstand thing, and in the middle of the night, I wake up, and I hear a very distinct like thump outside the window, and then laughing. Like,
Oh, that is terrifying.
Sort of thing. Like this really campy, like really weird laughing.
Just like cliche laughing.
Do what?
Like cliche, like.
Yeah. But it was like borderline, like almost like the little kid laugh, but like
really?
not quite the little kid laugh. It's like an adult laugh.
Like an adult pretending to be a kid.
Yeah, which in and of itself, like in hindsight, could have been like a number of things. I'm not gonna think about that because that'll just creep me out even more. But little Michael's sitting in that bed all by himself, surrounded by these glass dolls, staring out the window. I glance over at the clock because I'm too afraid to move, so I don't move my head, but I look over at the clock. It's like 3 a.m. And I just like sit there with my eyes fixed on the window.
If it's 3 a.m, you know it's some real shit.
Yeah, you have a right to be terrified.
Yeah, exactly. It's the witching hour.
Yeah, the witching hour. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm sitting there, my eyes fixed on this window for at least an hour. Probably like an hour or 2. I'm just staring at this window like, God, I swear to fucking Christ, if like whatever was out there, doing some shit comes back, I'm gonna fucking see it. And then after that hour or two passes, I like slowly get out of bed, because getting out of bed is like something that you can do stealthily. And like run into my grandma's room and like jump in the bed with like my grandma and my cousin and spend the rest of the night in there. And the next day I'm like, I heard something out the window, and I would call my grandma Mamina, we heard something out that window, Momina. She's like, oh, well, the kids play there. The kids play there during, the kids play there all the time.
Wait, what kids?
It's 3 in the morning, Momina. There aren't any kids out there.
Except no dead-ass kids.
Like,
right? Some, dead-ass kid, kid acting, little motherfucking pedophile-ass bitch.
You were talking about sleep paralysis. Like, I have gotten to the point to where, I get sleep paralysis so much, it happens to me all the fucking time.
You recognize
that,
it?
Yeah, that I've become aware of it, and I've almost been able to control it,
Dude, you don't understand.
No, wait, let me finish.
Oh my God,
I have
oh my God.
I have 2 types of sleep paralysis. I have the first one, upon which I understand, I'm like, hey, I'm going into sleep paralysis, I can go do something neat.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I have a topic after this.
And so that leads into lucid dreaming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I have the other type of sleep paralysis, and I mean, this happens all the time. Let me say, once every 2 weeks. It's not all the time, but I have had a good amount of experience with it. There's the other time where it is the very, fearful. When my eyes shoot open and I'm like, oh my God, something is here to murder me.
Right.
So
yeah.
either
where you don't immediately recognize that you're in sleep paralysis.
Yeah, one of the things I pride myself on is knowing, what's up, quote unquote,
Yeah.
Knowing what is reality and what's not reality, etc., etc.
Yeah.
The one, where I'm like, hey, this is happening, this is what's going on, it becomes a lucid dream. The second one being I am so fucking terrified, there is nothing I can do about it. And there's no in between. It's either I'm very, very scared, or let's go have a fucking adventure. And I can't, it's not like a juggling act, I can't interchange the two whenever I want to. It's however it begins, this is what it's going to be like. Mm-hmm. So if the night starts out as, oh my God, I am so scared, I'm going to have to deal with the rest of the night of being woken up every 5 seconds, being like, oh my God, I am terrified, sweat running down my fucking face, etc., etc. But
do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, but on the other side of that, there are lots of them where I'm I consider myself a pretty... And I don't want to use the word professional, but I lucid dream.
I don't think there's such thing as a professional lucid dreamer.
Wait, a what?
I lucid dream all the time. I can make myself dream what I want to dream when I want to dream it, whenever, But it's 2 sides of the same coin. Either I have a wonderful lucid dream, or I am fucking terrified. There is no, middle ground. Either I can control the dream, or I can't.
I can't tell you the last time I had a nightmare.
Oh, no. What I'm talking about is not nightmares. I stop it. I am consciously aware that I am afraid. Yeah. And I am able to kind of curb the enthusiasm, if you will.
Yeah.
But,
it's a good show.
It's a good show. But I don't. They're not nightmares. It's just I'm either able to control the dream or I'm not.
Yeah, that's how I am. Let me tell you. Okay, I'm not gonna say that I've perfected the way to lucid dream, but what I'm telling you is, this is a great way to start out. If you want to lucid dream, out loud, right before, you're in your bed, snuggle up to your waifu pillow, okay?
Hey, I have one of those.
I bet you do.
Don't talk shit about that.
Oh my God.
Okay, but hold on. Back to topic.
No, time out. Oh my God. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Back to the topic.
Edit that out to be really funny.
Okay.
Edit that out to be really funny.
Wait, what was I talking about? I'm way too drunk.
Waifu.
Okay. All right. You're snuggled up to your waifu pillow.
I have an actual waifu, and she's not ugly, you know.
She's a human
I'm not
being.
lucky enough to have anything close to a waifu. That's why I have to have pillows.
Oh my god, I'm about to die. I need to step out.
Okay, hold on, Michael. Well, Sam just left. We need to wait.
No, I have to actually take a piss. I was
Okay.
like kind of betting on that, so I'll be right back as well. This is all part of my elaborate scheme.
I'm gonna die, dude. I'm gonna die. I've never known somebody that owns a waifu, fella. Oh my god.
I'm too drunk for this shit. Okay, back on topic. Lucid dreaming. I'm not saying I've discovered it, but I have almost perfected the way to lucid dream. What you do is you sit, like you have to be in bed. You have to be like sleepy almost.
Yeah.
You have to be,
like beyond the
You have to be experiencing those beta waves that
Yeah.
your brain creates.
Like you're just kind of like, am I
where
awake?
you're still
Am I
awake,
asleep?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you're
You
getting
have to
sleepy.
be like right before sleep, like when you still know that you're awake, but you're like, dang, I'm about to go to sleep right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
But before you lose that,
Before
I am
you-
awake.
Before you
You
lose
know?
complete control
Yeah.
over your subconscious, you have to say to yourself, almost out loud,
Yeah.
if not out loud,
I will remember.
you say, I will remember my dream. I will
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to remember my dream.
Yeah.
You have to say it to
No,
yourself
I'll
out
agree.
loud.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah.
that, without a doubt, almost every time will make you pop into your dream lucid. You will,
Yeah.
because honestly, every dream is, it's almost like a hyperbole. It's just so exaggerated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll, within minutes of being in your dream, you'll be like, well, that's obviously never gonna happen in real life.
But however, so people take like melatonin to
Yeah.
help them sleep.
I've taken that.
But they also take it's a newer thing, and it's kind of hard to find. It's melatonin with L-theanine.
That's what David told me
Okay,
about.
yeah, no. The L-theanine will help you remember your dreams. And I am not sitting here advocating drug use or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course.
But melatonin with L-theanine makes you have a much more vivid dream.
Yeah.
And it's the L-theanine, whatever that fucking compound is, whatever it does, makes you remember your dreams better
Yeah.
than if you were sober.
See, the problem that I have,
L-theanine is fucking nuts. It's
pro-
crazy. And it's L dash, however you spell theanine.
L-theanine.
the problem that I have is that whenever I have a dream and I'm like, oh my god, I wake up and I wake up in my dream. I'm like, this is a dream. I'm completely conscious that this is a dream. I immediately wake up because my heart rate increases because I'm like, holy fuck, I'm excited, you know. So I don't know. There's a correlation between your heart rate.
You have to
and
learn.
dreaming. You have to control.
You have to learn how to control.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying that it's some kind of fucking magic trick either.
No,
you
it's
know?
something that you have to master.
It's that when you are unconscious, like sometimes you will lucid dream. Sometimes you won't.
Sometimes you will. Sometimes you won't.
Sometimes you won't. But when you do, it's fucking magical. You know?
It is.
You know, and I mean, and this is a reference only you and I will understand. It's like going to Nocturnal every day.
Exactly.
You know, like it is just a magical
for those
experience.
For those to all of our listeners who have never lucid dreamed, lucid dreaming is being asleep but being awake at the same time, to where your conscious mind is able to create like all of its biggest wonders.
You are aware that you are in a dream. You are aware that you are asleep. So you're like, oh, I'm asleep.
Yes.
I can do
It is your
this.
It's your
I
one
would say
chance
it's like
in the
the
world to
conscious
do whatever
mind.
you want.
Yeah.
I would say it's kind of like the conscious mind understanding that the subconscious mind, like what the subconscious mind is doing, and then
Yes.
taking control of it.
It's almost as if the subconscious and the conscious are working together at one point in time.
Yeah, like I hate using this example, but like Inception sort of thing, where it's like,
All right,
oh,
get
I
the
know
fuck
what's
out.
going
I'm
on,
sorry,
so
Michael. You can't be on the podcast anymore. I'm sorry.
You know, I would have used it. I would have used the anime movie Paprika as an example, but I know not many people have seen that.
I've never heard of Paprika.
It's like the best movie ever. It's
Except for on Blue's Clues.
No,
Mr. Salt
quit.
and Mr.
No.
Pepper.
Quit with your blasphemy. Miyazaki films are the best Japanese animated films on the planet. If you want to argue with me, you can go suck a goddamn dick.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that Miyazaki's like a horrible director.
No, they are the best on the planet.
They're some of
The best
I'm putting
on
this movie-
the planet.
I'm putting this movie in like the same league because it is. No, you guys have
No. Shut your face. Shut your face. Miyazaki films are the best example of animation on the planet. If you have a differing opinion, you can go suck
No.
a dick.
Okay.
I'm not
No, Michael. I'll let you talk.
I'm totally kidding.
So as an art student,
There we go.
and as someone that views a lot of animation, wants to get into animation, and is very like critical of like anime and like American animation, Miyazaki is one of the best like people out there for that. However, there are others that are on his level that don't get as much attention, and the director for this movie called Paprika, which I think is what.
Wait,
Inception
could
should
you
have
repeat
been.
that for a second? I think the mic didn't pick that up.
No, it's what I'm saying is there are people on the same level as Miyazaki, and the director for Paprika,
That's it.
which is what I think Inception should have been. It deals with a lot of the same subject matter. Like there's a machine that allows you to share dreams and all of that. His name is Satoshi Kon. He is on the same level, if not in a directing standpoint and like storytelling standpoint. He's on the same level, if not better, than Miyazaki. Because Miyazaki deals with a lot of, sort of like whimsical things, stuff like that. Satoshi Kon really takes these characters and like really brings them to the next level. And I think he's just like not a full step above Miyazaki by any means. Not even like half a step, maybe like quarter step above Miyazaki as far as storytelling goes. Visually, like, on the same level, maybe even a little bit below. But storytelling-wise, he's, like, on par, if not above, Miyazaki.
What has Miyazaki made?
Oh,
Miyazaki has
Jesus
made,
Christ, he's made Castle in the Sky, fucking Princess Mononoke.
That's two I have never heard of.
Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind.
Never heard of it.
Kiki's Magical Delivery Service.
Never heard of
My
it.
Friend Totoro.
Never heard of it.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you? Oh my God.
Wesley, get out from under your rock.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like,
I'm
no.
sorry, I live in this... Hold
No.
on! I live in this place, this magical realm, called the real
No,
world.
shut your fucking mouth.
No.
Makoto Miyazaki. Okay, what is it? Okay, Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind. Princess Mononoke.
That's the one that I haven't seen. and I
Castle
need
in
to
the
see it.
Sky. Wait, which one?
Nausicaa. I
Oh,
really want to see it.
Nausicaa was an early one. I mean,
Yeah.
let's see, what else? We have the one with the
Castle in
pig.
Sky,
Yeah,
Mononoke.
the one with the pig. Porco Rosso? No, Porco Rosso?
Yeah, Porco Rosso.
My Friend Totoro? Like the
Wait,
fuck
that's
is wrong with you?
that's the big old nigga.
Yeah, the big old nigga. Yeah.
I've seen pictures and that's it. Hold on. All right. let's get a little back on topic. Let me find something else. For
It's
us to
because
talk
you don't know
about.
nothing about culture.
Yes, exactly.
Nothing about culture.
To quote the Gun Show Comic Anime Club, you uncultured swine.
me and you, we know about that. Okay, hold
We
on.
got this shit. But Sam, check out Satoshi Kon. I think you'd like him if you like Miyazaki.
Right on.
Okay, here's a good topic.
Okay.
All right. Would you let doctors cut off your penis if you were then to be granted one superpower?
Okay. I'll answer that question first.
Okay.
I will answer
Because
it.
on the last podcast, Sam already touched on superpowers and which one he would have. But let's see what he has to say.
Okay. So if we're going with the genie will issue one goddamn wish.
It's not a genie. Genies have three wishes.
Okay,
This
if
is
you-
one wish,
okay,
Sam.
if you
It's
had,
not really a wish. It's like you chop off your dick and
This
you
is your
powers.
dick will never come back. That's the point.
that's
Your
fine.
dick will never come back.
Okay, if I have to chop off my goddamn dick for the ability to manipulate space-time,
Yes.
it's so goddamn be it.
So it's space time.
Space-time, not matter.
That
space-time.
only means that you can teleport.
No. I can move
No.
from one point of space to another.
That's teleporting.
No,
No,
but
and
it's
it's
completely
time as
different. No. Moving in space-time is different from teleporting. Because teleporting is moving from point A to point B. Moving in space-time is moving from point A to point B to point C to point blah 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 blah.
Because you're able to move
All
between
like
timelines.
literally-
Because yes, because I can move between timelines. Yes, I don't have a penis, but I can still move between.
But you can still pleasure your significant other
Yes,
with
no,
other ways.
No, okay, no. Manipulating space-time means that I have the ability to move space and time beyond the point in time upon which I made this wish.
Yes.
So I can move backwards or I can move forwards.
Yes.
But I have to stay linear to my own timeline, right?
What does that have to do with it?
So I wish that my penis was gone. You know, like my penis is gone. I have the ability to manipulate space-time. Okay, so you zoom out from. The
Wait,
point in time- No, shut up!
No,
and
shut
let
up!
me talk.
Shut up!
No,
Hold on!
No,
Hold
you
on.
you are not.
Let me-
No.
let me
You-
say
no,
one thing.
No. You are not a Doctor Who fan. Shut your mouth. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing.
you guys ever know?
This is
Shut your mouth.
crazy.
Shut your mouth.
Hold
you
on.
don't know nothing.
Would you be able to go back with the powers that you have to go back to
You
a
can go
time
back until
when
the
you
point
had
at
your
which you were
penis
born.
and stay there and then move back
As long
and forwards?
as I jump from the point upon which I had no penis, yes.
Well, honestly,
Okay, no,
we have had no clipping.
no, you do not understand.
We have
okay.
had no clipping at all.
Okay, so from we have a linear timeline. Okay, so from right now until the future, until the past.
Until
Okay.
the inevitable heat death of the universe.
Yes, okay, so we have our timeline of humanity. Okay, so we created, alright? So right now, I'm like, go ahead, cut off my dick, and I can control space-time. Right?
Yes.
So I now have the ability to control space-time. Right?
The ability to control space
And
and
time.
time. Yes.
Right? So I can make it so that this little bit of space-time never happened. Right?
Exactly.
To where it is beyond a point of Planck space, like it is point zero across the goddamn board.
Yes.
To where I can crush the very meaning of space and time.
Because honestly, let me say this.
To where I can make an event not happen because I can control
No, no,
both
no, no,
what
no.
space and time because I can move both infinitely forward and infinitely backwards as long as I stay congruent to my own space-time.
You
So,
will-
shut up.
Oh my god!
So, for a split second, I will make it to where, I don't have a penis, and then go back in time for a second.
No,
where,
no.
I have a penis, and then I move forward.
Sam, you've been talking for far too long.
No, you don't even know what you're talking about.
No, listen.
You have no concept of what space and time are.
No.
You don't know.
I understand.
Sam,
No, Michael, shut the fuck up, Michael.
No, shut up.
drink to understand space time.
Okay. If you have the power of controlling space and time ultimately, yes, you would be able to go back in time to a point in which you had not lost your dick. Okay? But that does not change the present. In quotation marks for all those listening, the present in which you had came from does not. It remains unaltered. Shut the fuck up, Shut the fuck up, Sam.
I can control space and time. I can move time or space from wherever it is. The present,
Sam,
I can move it.
I understand
from
that
whatever
time,
present it is
time
to
and
another
space
present.
are two different
I
things.
can move it.
All right.
I can move it.
No, shut up, Michael. Okay, I understand that you're able to go back in a point of space and time to where you had your penis. Okay, but that does not change the fact that your consciousness from where it originally altered does not have a penis.
False. Because I can move space.
You cannot change the present.
You're false. No, I can change the present. I can move to a millisecond in the future.
I subscribe
No,
to the
shut
fact that
the
you can go
fuck up.
back and forth through time,
No,
but you cannot change the present.
No, I can move. No, I can move a millisecond into the future, a Planck second in the future.
I don't give a fuck about these minuscule amounts of time that you can travel through.
No, shut the fuck up. No, shut the fuck up and let me talk.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
can move like a millisecond into time and then forward into my timeline because time is relative.
That's fucking
Time.
cheating.
No,
Alright,
no,
that's
shut the
cheating.
fuck up. Time is relative. Time is relative from wherever I am in the universe.
Okay, you know what they say? Time
No.
is a river.
No,
alright, but
no.
it doesn't flow backwards.
It
Sam.
doesn't matter.
Alright.
Like I can
You
make.
can go to different points.
No.
You
I
can go to different
no,
points in the
shut
river,
shut
but
the
you're
fuck
always
up.
going forward,
No,
Sam.
no, from a relative point in time, I can make tributaries if I can control the flow of time. If I can control where time goes and I can control where space goes, it doesn't fucking matter. I can put myself in any point in any fucking time.
Yes, but you
that
are always
I
going
choose.
forward.
No, that is relative.
Because that is the way that your subconscious
no,
works.
No, that is relative to me right now. No, if I want to move backwards, my relative to me right now would be backward. You are wrong. 100% independent. You are wrong.
No.
You do not understand how.
Okay,
space
hold
works.
on, time out. All right, all of our listeners, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your input onto whether or not you are able to travel back and forth through time. All right, please
totally are.
explain your understanding
totally
of
are.
how we travel through time.
Can I go?
Go
Yes,
ahead,
all right,
go ahead.
Michael. You haven't been able to talk. Please give us your 2 cents.
We've just been yelling
Can we
at the
move on?
microphone. Go ahead.
Okay, so I would have one of two superpowers, and depending on how the whole operation thing worked.
You have to tell Genie not to fuck with you.
Yes.
Yeah, tell it not to fuck with you.
My thing, I would either get like cool Mystique shapeshifter powers.
Boo! Boo! That's worthless. Boo!
That's lazy.
I could like regrow my dick through shapeshifting.
Wait, do you mean control the length and the width of your dick?
Exactly. Yeah. So I could
That's
like
just
make a new dick.
That is an amazing superpower. Oh, okay, that's great.
That's humble. That's very humble.
I would get
Who
a
wants to
healing
control length and
factor, like
width of his
that's,
dick?
like, crazy good, like Deadpool's. And I would just like be able to regrow it anyway because it's the healing factor and shit like that.
But it's a penis.
I mean, I would like my penis. I'd prefer to have it. I wouldn't go to an operation to like get it removed.
If I could get my dick chopped off for one superpower,
Yeah.
it would probably be the power to just charismatically influence anyone I talk to. Okay?
Okay,
That's
I
a
can
pretty,
see
that's
that.
Where-
a pretty good one.
It wasn't literally manipulation, but it's whatever I said to someone, they immediately agreed with and
Yeah.
followed through with.
But I feel like if I still had the power to manipulate, like,
no,
like matter
that
and
is
space-time-
too godly.
This
Okay,
is like,
I
No, but
honestly,
that's the point.
I'm not
No,
looking
no,
for
no,
God
no,
powers.
that's
I'm
the
looking
point.
for just slightly above human.
No,
powers.
that's the point of my wish, though. Like, if I were to be given 3 wishes, it would be like, like, tell the genie, don't fuck with me.
Sam, you already talked about this.
No, I understand the concept, but, like, why would you make wishes that would not make you, like, supreme ruler of the world?
Maybe I'm just not built like that. Okay.
Maybe you're, maybe you're afraid that you're not better than everybody else.
Okay, I have a severe, extreme self-loathing factor. Okay?
And you wouldn't need that if you could control the universe itself.
Hold on.
I think that's the thing with artists, to be completely honest.
Exactly. Thank you, Michael. You're the only person that I can relate with.
Maybe I'm
Okay,
the only one that
all
wants,
right, all right.
absolute and complete control. Maybe
Okay.
that makes me,
I have yet to
weird.
meet like an artist that like at some point in their life, like I've been trying to get better about this. I have yet to meet an artist that like at some point didn't just like hate themselves.
Hey guys, it's me, Wes. Due to some very, very drunk mistakes last night, we ended up with about an hour and a half of unusable garbage. So, as a way to wrap up the podcast, enjoy this scene from the drunken stupor that was last night, where Sam and I basically trash talk Michael Allen when he leaves to take a piss.
Oh, there he goes. No, go to the bathroom.
All right,
Go,
goodbye.
Go.
Man, that Michael Allen kid is just a fucking faggot.
He's such a faggot. Like, what a fucking fruit.
I've known him for a while, and I've never known a kid as homosexual as him.
Just super, just like, I want the fucking dick. Like,
Yeah.
just put it in my mouth. Like, please,
Like,
God.
that's all he talks about is male genitalia, and it's embarrassing because like I want to talk about all these other sorts of topics for the podcast, and he's like, dude, well, what about male dick?
What
and
about
I'm like,
putting it?
And I'm like, shut the fuck up,
What
Michael.
about putting it in my mouth like
all he
this?
wants to talk about is
Ooh.
fucking male
Ooh.
genitalia. I'm like, dude, some of us.
We're recording. We're recording this thing.
Oh, your door's on the other side? Oh my God.
My roommates thought I wasn't okay.